Hello everyone, welcome back to Kirklees Guitar School. So today we're going to have a look at some variations on some common cowboy chords that Noel Gallagher uses in Oasis to give him a different sound. Regardless of your opinion on Oasis, I still think these shapes are usable for a lot of different styles and it's still worth your time to do. So let's get into it. There's a free PDF for this available on the Kirklees Guitar School Facebook group. If you go to the first link in the description, you can download it for free. I don't want anything from you, it just might be a good companion to the lesson. Also, if you could like and share the video and subscribe, it helps the channel out a lot and helps me make these lessons for you. So we're going to start with an E minor 7 chord, right? So let me just preface this by saying, whenever you've got a long sort of formula on the end of the chord, that's exactly what it is. You don't need to get too wrapped up in that. I just want you to think of it as it's a posh E minor chord. That's the best way to think about it, and I can almost guarantee that that's how Noel's thinking about it. So we've got the first and second fingers on the second fret of the A and the D strings like we traditionally would for an E minor. But what we're going to do, we're going to take the ring finger and put it on the third fret of the B string, and we're going to take the pinky and put it on the third fret of the high E string, and we're still going to strum all 6 chords, but can you hear? That sounds lovely, doesn't it? This is without, and this is with. So that's the first one. Pause the video and have a go at that for me. Up next from memory, yes, it's G. Right, okay, so your traditional G chord. Now, some people might have learnt how to play this G anyway because it hasn't got a, you see over here, it hasn't got a fancy name. Now, there's 2 ways that you can play a G. There's the old-fashioned traditional way, which is like this, and it's got the ring finger on the bottom, so you've got the third fret of both the high E string and the low E string. Or some people, I think it's more of a sort of an American thing where they'll put the third fret of the B string on top of it as well. This is without, and this is with. It's a subtle difference, but say you're coming from E minor to G, you've only got to move 1 finger, right? But also, we like symmetry as a species, don't we? And having those that B string and that high E string mirror each other, it sounds lovely. So let's break it down. Index finger on the second fret of the A string, middle finger on the third fret of the low E string, ring finger on the third fret of the B string, and then pinky on the third fret of the high E string, and we strum all 6 strings. Pause the video if you need to. If not, we're rattling through these at a rate of knots. Okay, D sus 4. Sus is shorthand for suspended. We all think, whenever somebody says D sus 4, I think of Crazy Little Thing Called Love. It's a D chord with like an added, what we call the 4th of the scale. Again, we don't want to get too wrapped up in that, but 9 times out of 10, if Noel Gallagher's playing a D, he's playing that. So, index finger needs to go on the second fret of the G string like it would with a regular D chord. Ring finger, third fret of the B string like it would in a regular D chord. The triangle, the pizza chord I call it, because it looks like a pizza, triangle. Index finger, ring finger. And then we're going to take the pinky, and again, you see the common theme here, we're jamming that in, third fret on both the B and the high E strings. Now, we're only strumming 4 strings like we would with a regular D chord with this one. So you're strumming the D, the G, the B, and the high E. This is a regular D chord. This is a D sus 4. Now, when you have a suspended chord, it takes the major or minor element out of it. So rather than it sounding really happy for a major chord or really sad for a minor chord, it sort of has this floaty kind of quality to it. It's lovely. So far we've got E minor, G, D. Notice how I'm saying E minor, G, D, not E minor 7, G, D suspended 4th, and then we're going to go A7 suspended 4th next. It's too much of a, like, in muso talk, unless we just say go to the E chord, go to the G chord, and we all know about the extensions on top of it. Okay, I think you're seeing a pattern here. If you put the capo on the second fret, it will play, it's the first 4 chords for a very popular Oasis song. Okay, so A sus 4, A7 is like this, you know. A7 sus 4 retains that note on the D string, that E note there. We've got open A string, 2nd fret on the D, open G, again 3rd fret of the B, 4th fret of the high E. And it has this sort of... So we've got E minor, G, D, A7 sus4. So that's like the 4 main ones, and it's not just Wonderwall that those come in. You know, I did, and it's not just Oasis, even into the sort of high flying bird stuff that Noel does. If I Had a Gun is full of that. Full of that kind of stuff. And you see these sort of radio and these sort of solo acoustic guitar performances that he does on YouTube, and they're a great way to kind of analyse a player's technique and how they play, because there's nothing else masking it. It's just them and a guitar. It's a really good tip, is that, if you wanted to get the meat and potatoes. I wanted to put this one in because it doesn't follow the pattern of the, you know, the 3rd fret of the B and the 3rd fret of the high E, but other than in something like Don't Look Back in Anger, this is how I hear Noel play an F chord. And I'm thinking of things like Half the World Away. If you go from a C chord, instead of going, because the chords are C and F, but if you go, it doesn't sound right. But if I play this chord that's over here, F major 7, etc. So this is index finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and then 3rd finger, 4th finger bunched up together on the A and the D strings. And it just creates this lovely kind of airy chord, and you don't have to do a bar chord. I've got a video around this chord and F chords coming up. If it's already been uploaded before this one, I will put a card up for it. If not, search under the acoustic guitar lessons on the channel. So hopefully that was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from us next, and like the video. It does really help us a lot. And don't forget about that free PDF in the Kirklees Guitar School Facebook group. It's completely free, don't want anything from you, but it's the best place to catch me as well if you've got a question and you want something to answer. We've got a cool little community going there at the minute. I will catch you next week for another acoustic guitar lesson. Thank you so much.